So happy to be connecting again with you on Thursday evening, a little later than the usual time for the Heartfelt Conversations. If you see me for first time, I'm Iskra Petrova, the founder of Clarity and Confidence Academy, the creator of several transformational processes and communities. And every Thursday, or most of the Thursdays, I'm coming live on the major social media channels to talk on topics that are dear to my heart, to have these heartfelt conversations with you. I'm a co creator and I invite you to co create with me, to participate across the time and spaces, whether you're watching live or you're watching the replay. Please type hashtag live, type hashtag replay if you are watching it later. And I'm opening the chat so I will know when you are here with me asking questions, sharing your points of view, and your reflections on the topics that we're going to cover today. So I was wondering how exactly to formulate today's topic. And maybe you have seen the title, maybe not, maybe you're just tuning in live. The last couple of hours, I've been having a conversation, very vivid actually, on one of my social media profiles, as well as in one private group, on the topic of AI. Today, I gave this parallel as a part of the answer to the question: shall we fear? Is there a threat or not? And we started having this a bit deeper insights. So if you see me looking down, I may look a bit distracted. It's one of my dogs. Whenever I start doing live broadcasts, she wants to participate. Let me show her to you. Rita, come here. Okay, let me just see if you can see Rita. Okay. So just, I don't know whether she understands that there are people watching now, but this is Rita that usually participates in my live broadcast and training. So Rita, now it's time to go down and play. So coming back to AI, as with every technological advancement, there are ways to use the tools for good and for bad. And the context is really important. And as someone who is a professional, an expert in helping people or supporting people develop a deeper self-awareness as a coach and also healer and mentor, in any situation, I like to ask questions. I like to ask questions myself, and also I like to ask questions my audience and my clients. So what this topic, artificial intelligence, its aspects on our relationships, on our self-expression, on our career changes, on our personal growth, what is the new insights that we can get from that, makes me think more about the self-awareness, the questions that we ask: what are we passionate about? What is possible for us to lose if we get to lose our job as a copywriter or as an artist or as a voiceover artist or as a musician? Because there are so many apps that are emerging every day. There are so many tools that can allow us to create apps, and there is a real threat to many professions. But when we stripe ourselves from the labels, from the professions, from the occupation, what is it that remains? It remains the self connection. It remains the connection with our purpose. It remains the thing that brings us joy. So when we start looking at our humanity, the different aspects, and when we start exploring what actually makes me feel alive, what actually makes me feel connected, then we can understand that the particular expression, professional expression, is not that important. I came across the sharing or a social media post of someone, of a lady, apparently a coach and I think business mentor, who shared how happy she was to be taking a part-time job as a Lyft driver, and she was connecting with her clients, she was coaching them while she was driving, and the essence of these interactions that she has chosen to do as part of her part-time job was to feel this connection, to feel the warmth of the interaction, and to enjoy whatever she was doing. So it is important to be checking regularly how connected, how attached are we to the expectations about things, how life has to look like, how the outcome of our efforts has to look like. Just give me a second. Dogs out of under the table. Okay, now the two are together. Maybe you hear them growling. And yes, in view of the definitions that we are used to accept, and sometimes maybe we don't question, we believe, and it gives us an ease, it gives us certain certainty and safety, knowing that we have a route in front of us, knowing that this is the path that we have set, knowing that these are the goals, these are the plans that we're creating for ourselves. But remembering that the beauty is in the journey. If you are a fan of the Taoist philosophy, of the Taoist principles, that when we are present with every moment, when we feel connected with life, whatever happens, and we're enjoying, if there is something to be enjoyed at this very moment, when we're acknowledging our feelings, when we are open to receive what is going on around us, and not be detached either in the future or in the past, then we can see beauty, we can see inspiration, even in, and we can see more beyond the labels that AI is threatening and it's a danger to humanity, or if I lose this particular job, then I will be a failure, and what are people going to tell about me? So I find it really important to create an intention, and I have developed a tool called the vector of intention that I teach in my 5-step process, Befriend. It is the new name of Befriend Your Inner Critic, which is about integrating the different voices in our heads. To set an intention from the heart, from the gut, integrating all our brains, but leave ourselves freedom for implementation, freedom to stay connected and adjust, to course correct, knowing that we have some important principles, knowing which are our core values, knowing what are the fundamentals that we have to stick to or we have to use as a guiding system, and at the same time be flexible, stay alive, be open, be curious, and understand that they might be different concepts, they might be different ideas, and we can receive wisdom or useful insights, even if at first they don't feel familiar to us, or we don't see beyond the labels that are being put on. So let me know if you resonate with anything that I'm sharing now with you. As I said, my intention for this conversation is to be a co-creation space, even if we're not connecting live, even if we're not in the same live studio together. But I will be reading your comments, and you can send me also private message if you feel more comfortable to do it like that. Let's explore, and I'm asking you this question: how would your attitude to unfamiliar concepts change or be impacted that if you would develop a little bit more self-awareness? What are the things, what are the aspects you would love to understand more about yourself? And maybe you have some questions, maybe you have never worked on defining what are your core values. Maybe you haven't seen that your core values, the set of the top core values, let's say, may change while your life priorities are changing. If you're curious about how to do that, you can send me a message, and I have several resources that I can share with you, as well as I can add you to my email list and keep you updated whenever I'm hosting these particular trainings on defining the core values or defining who is your best ideal client, because I believe that there has to be a match at least on the topic of core values. So I'm very curious to continue this conversation with you. And now, with these two dogs wanting to go out, I will have to wrap this conversation. And yeah, let's see if we are with a flexible mindset, and how open are we, how open are you to be accepting new concept, especially when there are with such a major value and impact on our lives. So this was the end of the shorter today heartfelt conversation on the topic of artificial intelligence, the shift of perspectives, considering the use of the tools, the importance of the context, and the importance of cultivating self-awareness continuously, so that when we are more connected with who we are, with our purpose, with what brings us joy, then the tools or the particular forms of our self-expression professionally is not really that important. I truly believe that the characteristics or the qualities that have to be taught at school and at universities are how to connect with each other, how to connect with ourselves, how to communicate from the heart, and then any other skill or any other talent could be further developed by choice. So yeah, I'm passionate about this conversation. I've been a teacher at university. I've developed several university courses. I have developed courses for primary school pupils, as well as for teachers and for parents. And I'm excited to be talking on the future of education and future of personal growth. Much love. I'm leaving you for now, and we can continue the conversation in my private group on Facebook, as well as in any of your favorite social media channels. For now, goodbye, and I will see you soon.